Alright, so again, we're continuing on with our critical reading practice. I'm just going to show you an example of this for another paragraph, just so you have a very clear idea. So we will continue with our example of mountains of ice from www.aehelp.com, and we'll look at the second paragraph. First, let's read. The reason icebergs exist is because of the difference between the density of ice and the density of salt water. The density of ice is approximately 920 kilograms per cubic meter, while the density of salt water is approximately 1025 kilograms per cubic meter. Because ice is less dense than water, it floats. However, because the difference in densities is so small, only about 10% of the iceberg is visible above the ocean surface. The rest of the iceberg hides below water. This is the origin of the familiar expression, tip of the iceberg, used to describe a situation where only part of the problem is noticeable. Okay, so again, let's go through our three key questions here. First, what? So what is the paragraph about? And the answer, we can see from, again, the first sentence, this paragraph is about the existence of icebergs. So then we ask our second question, why do icebergs exist? And our answer comes from the middle of the paragraph, and with body paragraphs you'll usually find this system where the what is at the beginning, the why is in the middle, and the how will be near the end. So why do icebergs exist? Because the density of ice is less than water, so they float. All right, and then our final question, which is how? How does this happen? And then the answer here, coming from near the end of the body paragraph, the density difference is small, so only 10% of the ice is visible, and this is dangerous. That's why it gives us the common expression, tip of the iceberg, at the end of the paragraph to support this point with an example. Alright, so again, make sure you read it. What is the paragraph about? This paragraph is about the existence of icebergs. Why do icebergs exist? Because the density of ice is less than water, so they float. How does this happen? Well, the density difference is small, so only 10% of the ice is visible, and this is dangerous. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to repeat these three questions for each of the following paragraphs. Then when you finish doing this, you can look at some of the questions after the passage, and you will see that it becomes much easier to solve the questions and to give correct, accurate answers quickly. Again, do this several times before you go to the IELTS exam, and this type of practice will really help you to increase your grade. Just remember, first write it all down. When you feel comfortable with your questions and your answers, then you can start to practice doing this just in your head. All right, I'm going to show you one more kind of practice that you can do before the test to help increase your grade, and we'll look at that in the next lessons.